part of the problem, I have too many T's. What is the? Here we go. Good morning. Do you have copies of your summary?
I have not made copies.
Oh. Don't worry, I'll print them. I'll print them.
However, did you see that I at least turned in the?
Yes, I sure did.
Good, because that's me really trying to actually make a good start on that.
That's good.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Morgan, do you have your copies of your summary? Huh? Yeah, two. The connection came up this morning for the 9 o'clock class, and I had 3 schools that I don't have. Well, I have posts, but I don't have them. I don't have them at 9 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday. And I'm just like, I don't know those people. Who are they? Okay. My ears, I've got major allergy issues. My son's house, they finally painted the trim in his house. We're in the 10th month since it was supposed to have been done in July, and we're in October, and they're just now painting, so things are not good. But he got excited. But we went in, and it's oil-based paint on the wood. Highly allergic, apparently. Okay. Good morning, Post. Good morning, Morton. I was just there. They were so lucky I was there. They found out a lot of things about their summaries I'm going to talk about right now. That's the good news. The other good news is that I finally finished all those 9 million projects from that huge class I have. So I'm gearing in to grade compare and contrast essays. So you've got your copies, okay. So I just printed Dante's. I was only missing one from this class. I was real excited. Yeah. Awesome when people turn their work in. So I have one section that 7 people did not turn their work in. Actually, 8 people. That's 1/4 of the class, 1/3 of the class. I'm like, this is the easiest. 9:59, so we're just about ready. Let's see here. Today is 10:25. Maybe I better go check. Just to be safe, I'll go check course messages and see if anybody sent me a message. I can't make it in today. Yep, there's Jose. Okay. Do you have copies of your summary? No. Let me print them. It's quicker, okay? Yeah, that just works better. Okay. Rodriguez, right?
Huh?
You're Rodriguez, right? Jose Rodriguez? No. Okay. No, I have another Jose in the class. That's why I have to ask the last name. You turned in The citation, you didn't turn in a summary.
Front of it.
Submit draft a summary paraphrase here, this is what's turned in. Did you send it a second? Okay, there's the link, okay, that must be the link to the article.
Yes.
That's what that looks like. You can't send me a link, I can't get to links.
Oh.
Once you put them in Blackboard like that, I can't get to them. I have to have articles, but let's see here. Let me back out. Let me see if I can come up with it. Make it smaller. Because nothing's opening up from the submission text, okay? Do you have it on your little?
Yeah, I think.
Just send it to me in a course message, and I can print it from there. Okay, so, we're doing peer revision today of our summaries and our paraphrases, and having looked through the 9 o'clock classes, the main thing that I'm seeing right now is that people are not, you have to have an author tag in every sentence. Every sentence must refer to the author. That's what a summary is, and I said that, remember? But that kind of went over heads, I'm figuring. So, it's better that we find this out now and not later. Because when you look at the peer revision document, you'll see that it says that. Let me make this smaller. Ooh, that's way too big. I'm gonna take it down to about 16 point, okay. No, still not good. What on earth? There we go. Right.
You could send you the link through course message?
Don't send me a
Okay.
link.
Okay.
The summary that you wrote with the paraphrase on it, send me that document and attach it to the course message. You have to upload the article. Don't ever send me links. I can't get to links. Okay? So we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do on the summary, paraphrase, peer revision. This will be like what we did on the narrative. Remember, the compare and contrast, we kind of ran out of time. You're going to tell me who the author is. You guys will be looking at each other's papers, so that's why we have 2 copies. Everybody will be able to do 2 different ones. You know, that's great that there's 3 of you in here, okay? So you put the author's name and then your name, and so when you go through their summary paraphrase, and that's why with 2 copies, you can write on the copy of their summary. Is the heading correct? So now I'm gonna make this bigger so that it's a little bit easier to read. Though you should have copies sitting in front of you since I put them on your desk. You should have 2 copies of it right there, okay? Is the heading correct? Is it double-spaced? Are the items in the correct order? Is the date formatted correctly? Just something as simple as that. The second point, is there a title that says summary paraphrase? That should be the title on the page. Bless you. Does the citation of the article follow the title? Guess what? I saw summaries that didn't have citations on them. A summary has to have that article citation first. And is it correct? So, it's that simple. You're just checking. This is how I grade. Does the first sentence of the summary begin in the article? And you give the title of the article by the author's first and last names if you have them, or all of the author's names, or if you have one author and you have the infamous et al., that's too many authors to name. You're not going to ever give me an author's name. You're going to go, and the article is such and such, the authors discuss. We just know if it says Smith et al., that there's more than 4 authors, okay? So you do that instead. The author discusses or another acceptable verb, and then give the main idea of the article. The very first sentence has to include the title of the article, something about the author, and then it has to give the main idea for the entire article. That's like the thesis statement. You don't have to write a thesis statement for it, though. You can just say, I'm going to discuss the effects of bullying on elementary school kids. That's fine, whatever your article's about. Then, the next question, does every sentence after the first one begin with some reference to the author? Give those beginnings. Every sentence must have an author tag. If it doesn't have an author tag, I will count off. Because I'm teaching you how to do a summary. By doing that, it forces you back into, it's the author's words that are important, not my words. I actually had somebody on the paraphrase begin, I chose this this sentence, this quote, and I'm like, you don't introduce the paraphrase, you don't introduce the quote, you just put the quote on the page. I chose this quote, and this is, and no. People are trying to do too much. This is not an entertaining read, okay? It's about as logical as you can get when we're talking about writing. There's not a whole lot of subjectivity to it. You have to do what's said. And if you don't do it, then you haven't done it. It's more along the lines of technical writing, okay? So, and that's why you give the first part, it should say the author, Johnson discusses, what I'm looking for is the author tag and the verb. The summary should not contain any quotes from the article. Circle if quotation marks show up and it is not the title. There should be no data, no statistics, no specifics. It's just the main ideas. That's all you're going to give. And there should be no paragraphs. It's one long paragraph, no indenting. Now's the time to find this out before you turn it in to be graded, right? What is the length of the summary? Was it a page? If it was only 4 sentences, you probably don't have enough, okay? Check over the grammar and punctuation. Circle the commas and any misspelled words, because people still misspell words. So the paraphrase, this is section, ask questions about that. Has the student supplied the original sentences from the article? Are they encased in quotation marks? I should see quotation marks, paraphrase, and then right underneath it should be a sentence of at least 30 words long, or it could be 2 sentences. I had somebody who had exactly 30 words in their quote. They worked hard to find that, I'm pretty sure, okay? And remember, anything in the article, it can be paraphrased, because that's, if you're using somebody else's words or ideas, it's not dialogue, it's words and ideas, okay? Is it the quote at least 30 words long? Did the student only select a few words from the original sentence and use synonyms in place of a few words? Or did the student do any rephrasing of longer sections? In other words, did they paraphrase more than the word colossal? They could, instead of saying colossal, they said a humongous, that would be just using a synonym. Can you see how the 2 sentences, that would be the original quotation, and then the paraphrase? Can you see how the 2 sentences are saying the same thing, but in different phrasings and words? And then please suggest any other words to be switched from the original. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to do 2 of those. You're going to do 2 other people's summaries, okay? And then, so tonight, what you have to do, excuse me, this screen is, I don't know what's going on with the screen. Oh, it's because your article is, however you did it, it's really weird. It has really long lines on it, so it's messing me up. I'm just telling you all your fault with that, okay? In course content, I don't know if I have it in just yet. You're still trying to find it? Okay. What I do not have in there just yet is, what I'm going to do, I'll actually create the assignment right now, and it's going to be summary, peer revision, comment, like we did on the narrative, where you tell me who looked at your summary and what they thought of it. Or no, who looked at, give me the names of the 2 people who did your peer revision, and what you thought of their comments about your peer revision, about your summary, okay? Paraphrase. Okay? So, if we can't find nothing else, you can still do peer revision on theirs, all right? All right, I'm going to send you down the hallway. You're going to go back, where you went to the bathroom? Back here? There's a hallway just past the women's that shoots off to the left. It looks like it's going outside. Once you get close to those doors, go down to the right, and you'll see there's a copy machine and a room in there. And that's where your 2 copies are, okay? Okay, so, please give the names of the 2 individuals that did peer revision. This is due by midnight tonight, okay? And that's not very long, so not like you're having to tell me what you thought of other people's articles. I want you to know what they thought of them. So if you wanna go ahead and give Jose one of your copies, you said you had two?
No, I got it.
You got it? Okay. Have you sent it? Submit. Okay, so that is in there now. I'm gonna move it up right underneath the weekly checklist. Yep, there it is. Okay, so you can see it. Bless you. I was looking at Maria's article about her summary, and I was trying to, Maria, that your citation is formatted incorrectly, and I actually found it on EBSCO. Where is it at? Nope, that's not it. Let's see. There it is. Here it is. I'm gonna hit the issue when you're dealing with EBSCO is that to get the citation, you have to come over here and select cite. And make sure you go to MLA. So give one copy to each of them. Okay. So, I'm gonna put the citation. Maria, I'm actually putting your, come on. I put the citation correctly formatted in my response to yours, okay? It's so strange. So no indents, okay? No paragraph indents. No statistics. You're not writing the article, you're not writing your essay yet.
Do you want me to go make a copy of it? I think I sent it to you.
Huh?
Do you want me to go make a copy of mine?
I'll make the copies.
Okay.
I can do it a lot quicker. It's on course messages. Let me get into those, so. I thought this cinnamon candy would help me, but it's not.
Right, any chance you know, Isaac Level? You have a team, Level
Okay, Jose, go down this hallway, about halfway you'll see one shooting out left and looks like it's going outside. Before you get there, there's another hallway that goes, heads that way again. and there's a copy machine in there, or printer. Sorry,
I don't know whether to say bless you or,
it's cough. And,
I swear there needs to be a word for coughing.
besides coffee? Yeah, it does.
Like, you say bless you for sneezing, but what do you say for cough?
The only other thing I'd like to show you guys is that when you get to, after you get your summary done, go into your document, and then go paraphrase. Put a heading, something right here, so I know that we're switching to the paraphrase. So in between the summary and the where you have the quote. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 words, okay. So you both should be able to put that when his comes out, that his quote is 31 words long. Or I could have done it the quick way. Why did I do it that way? I got it right. Did you work hard trying to find 31 word to quote? Just give one, give one copy to her each. Yeah. And you can keep that cover page that we waste every time we print. You need author text, dude. And that, the other thing I pointed out is between your summary and the paraphrase, just put the word paraphrase on the side, okay? Just so I know that it's not part of the summary.
I tried spacing it out so you knew when.
But that just kind of wastes paper too. Yeah. If you just put paraphrase, the space would help, but the word paraphrase clearly keys me in. You need author text too, okay? Oh, what did I just do? Incognito. No, I did not want to be incognito. understand them without any problems, right? Okay. Hey, listen, you might as well use them while you can, 'cause they will dry up. Hey, Chris, is it okay if I use you as an example? Are you there? I'm looking at this, and this is not the first time I've seen this. Huh? Okay, awesome. Okay, well, all I wanna show is, do you see the citation? Nothing wrong with it, it looks fine. But the font in the citation is not the font in the rest of the summary. Make your fonts all the same. Does that make sense? It's as simple as, oh, it's a PDF, I can't change a PDF, sorry. But if you're, obviously you guys, they're working in Google Docs there, so. I got to learn a lot of things we spent the whole time I was there getting their summaries done right, so. They had an advantage of me being in there and working on it, and they got to eat some donuts. So make sure the font's all the same. All you have to do is go Control A, that's not what I wanted them highlighted. Just Control A on your whole document, and then make it all the same font, and the same size. It won't hurt your spacing on the citation, because that's programmed in there. So that's my suggestion, that's one of the things to watch out for. And, okay, paraphrase works fine, okay. Okay, and you're missing author tags. So if you didn't have one on yours, you're not alone, okay? That's a great name, Tony Wozik. Don't you wish that was your last name? Thanks, Tony Wozik. Okay. I keep seeing statistics. Okay, this has happened twice now with folks from Post. you're not doing MLA citations. I don't know what when you're in EBSCO, you have to specify MLA. And your hanging indents are incorrect. First line's flush left, all the other lines indent after that, so, those need to be fixed, okay? Okay. I do wanna show you guys something on this particular one, 'cause it's a little bit different. Well, I haven't seen it so far. On the quote I'm looking at here, I don't know if you guys can tell. Let's make it bigger. Okay. Can you see how there are bolded words in the original quote? When you do a search in EBSCO, it will highlight those words in the article to show that that's what it searched by. You don't have you need to take out the highlighting. You need to take the bold off of it, okay? So that's all that means. So you have to be careful. And I can't say it's true for all databases you search through, but it's not bolded because there was any reason except that it was your search term, okay? So be sure and take those out. Make it smaller now. And I'm gonna just tell you, I don't know if I'll get to all of your summary and paraphrases by tomorrow. There's a lot more of you than there are of me. So, if you've heard me say, make sure the font's the same throughout the entire article, that should your entire assignment, make sure it's the same. That's something you should just inherently do. Makes it look prettier on the page when it's all the same. And delete blank spaces. I keep seeing blank spaces. What is that from?
Kim Possible.
I was gonna say, is that Kim Possible? Yeah. So you've gotta go do a secret mission or something?
More stuff for, yep. Yeah, it's for.
I don't know which one's more different. The Army, recruiters for any kind of branch of military or spam callers.
I got a call for somebody calling from my husband. I said, you have the wrong number. I don't know why they're calling my number for him. It's because he's diabetic. He gets a lot of phone calls from our health insurance about, he needs to join this program. Yeah, no he doesn't. Okay. And be careful on your citations. Every citation, the last thing on the citation should be a period. So make sure you haven't deleted that period out when you copied it. I don't have any problems with you copying them. It's a lot quicker than typing them. Okay, do not tell me that you got it from Gale, a Cengage company. I could care less which database you got it from, okay? You'd give me the title of the author, title of the article, and the author's names. Do not refer to the publisher. That's inappropriate. If you don't have an author, just say the author. You have to go, you'll either say the author or the article when you don't have one. You can't give a gender if you don't know the gender, so. Okay. The other thing to watch out when you're using EBSCO is that it tends to capitalize things that it shouldn't. So if your citation has an author's last name capitalized, you fix it. Okay?
After, publishing the article, does it need title again afterwards?
Say that again? No. What do you mean? You don't need the title of the article in the paraphrase section.
No, not for the summary.
No, you don't. Once you have the article title in there, you don't need to give the title ever again.
Alright.
It's in the citation, it's in that first line.
You just wanna make sure.
Yeah. That was a good question, and believe it or not, I just have it right here on the one I'm looking at, okay? Okay. if you can spell it out in one word, you can. Anything that takes 2 words to spell out a number should be written out. Okay, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, up to 21. 30 can be written out.
So anything that is from, 21 then?
Yeah, when you have to use 2 words to write it out. But why are they given numbers? I just said no statistics. Does that make sense?
I might have put in like a duration of one.
You mean in how long something lasted?
Yeah.
Is it necessary to the main idea?
Yeah.
Is it necessary to the main idea? The study lasted, do we need to know the study lasted for 30 months? No. We don't need to know how long the study lasted. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Ms. Thompson, I have a
The extensive length of
question.
the study, see, I've told you it took a while. 30 months would be a long time. That's 2.5 years. So, see how, there's a different way to say it. So, you don't give numbers, because that implies you're giving me statistics. There's stuff I don't need. I just want main ideas. Yeah, circle those things, say, hey, this, no statistics, and believe me, I'm trying to say that too. That's why I can't guarantee I can get to everybody, because I'm seeing lots of those errors. Don't introduce your class.
Length of the summary, do we go by word or sentence?
Give me, just say, the summary was about 2/3 of a page long.
Alright.
Don't count the sentences, okay? If it's only 4 sentences, I'll figure that out on my own.
No, I actually was about to do that, actually.
To count them?
That's why I
Yeah,
asked.
yeah, don't count the sentences, just say it's about 2/3 of a page long. Again, I had a summary that was 3 pages long. Was that this class, or was that another, that may have been my 9 o'clock class. 3-page summary. No. Way too much data, statistics, too much specifics in there. The summary is just supposed to be able to give the reader enough information to decide if they want to go look at that article and actually see all those statistics and things. That's the purpose of a summary, not to give you everything that you thought sounded good. And when you write your argumentative essay, yeah, use those statistics, but not on a summary. It's more impressive to hear that, 67% of all athletes 18 to 25 have been involved in at least one car wreck than it is to read, most guys are in car wrecks before they reach 30. The statistic's more powerful, but not in the summary. Okay. Okay, I'm moving over to the mic so I can hear the question.
Hear me?
I can hear you barely.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
SPC databases gave us all of the MLA citation, but you said all of ours were wrong, so how do we fix that?
Well, what's wrong is your indent's incorrect. You've not done a hanging indent, you've done an indent, you put the first line as the indentation, it should be, if you turn in PDF, it's hard for me to, let me open up your shell, let's see, is yours a PDF, what you submitted? Or
Yes,
Word?
ma'am.
Okay, let me see what I can do, okay? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do, Shayla? I'm gonna go to, hopefully we won't run out of time. Oh, it's gonna be close, okay? Let me go in, I'm gonna go into your draft, the article you submitted, okay? Submit draft, submit copy of, okay, there it is, right there, the copy of your article. I'm gonna open it up. Oh, okay, well, see, there's a problem with the copy of your article. It doesn't have the citation on it. Okay, wait, yeah. That's an issue. let's see. Okay, let me just find somebody else's really quickly. Yeah, because when I'm looking at, what you sent me was what you copied into a Word document, and I don't see the citation, okay? And as I look through it, I don't see it at all. So there isn't a citation attached to this. So it's a little difficult for me to talk about it. Let me just go into EBSCO real quick, okay? Academic, library, where are you? Databases, academic search complete. I'm just gonna type in death penalty real quick. Okay? And I'm just gonna look at the first article, okay? So when I see it, if I click on it here, I don't have the article, I just have the abstract. When I go to PDF full detail, full text, I open that up, but I don't have the citation. It shows me the article. So you come over here, and on this side, as it slowly loads, okay, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I would pick a really long article. Obviously, that's not a good idea. Okay, so I come over here and I look for citation. Email. Okay, when you emailed yourself the article, you put it in here, subject, article. Okay, you come over here and you select detailed citation and abstract, and then you scroll down to MLA 8th edition, and then you send it to yourself. Actually, I'm going to send it to P. Thompson at southplainscollege.edu, okay? And you send. It should come through more quickly to that one. All right. Ah, crud, I sent it to my personal email. Damn it, sorry. Okay, let me open up that. There it is. Okay, it opened up fast. Article. Okay, let me click on that. So, here is the citation, works cited. You have to actually select it and it puts it in part of it. The link to the article is there. You open up Word. If that's what you're working in. No, I want new, sorry. I'm going to click on double space. And there are instructions on how to do the hanging indent in your folder for last week. All you have to do right here is go up to Mary Kirchner, come to paragraph, go down to indentation, and you click on hanging indent, not first indent, first line, but hanging indent. And if you happen to look down at the bottom, you can see, let me take it back to none. When I click it on none, see how down at the bottom you can see those three little lines are the same? When I go to hanging indent, it puts every line after the first one indented. That's how easy it is to do it. So you just need to change the indent, which means you're going to have to get rid of that indent that you have on your article to begin with. And then just put your cursor, notice the cursor has to be in the top line to get it, okay? Hopefully that gives it to you. If it's not clear, again, I did a copy of that. It should be in week 8. Let me go look. Week 9, there's week 9, go up here. In week 8, there's a video on in Word, how to change it to a hanging indent.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Summary paraphrase one. How to do a hanging indent in Word. You can give them back to that person. Okay. They need the comments, so they need the pages and their summary back, okay? And it's due tomorrow night. If you have a question, I would suggest right now, don't send it to me in a course message, send it to me in an email. I'm more likely to respond to an email right now than I will a course message, because I'm trying to look at everybody's stuff before.
Your conference is scheduled to end in 2 minutes.
Okay. Let me see. I may have put it in course resources too. Let me double check. Yes, how to do a hanging indent in Word is also in course resources, because I figured you might need it later on. You might forget how to do it. So right at the very bottom is the video on how to do a hanging indent in Word, okay? So, on Wednesday we're going to talk more about argumentation. I have no clue what I'm going to talk about yet, but we'll see. I'm just trying to get through today. We may talk about apostrophes too while I'm at it. Again, if you need some help on your stuff, tutor.com is available to you from 8 p.m. until 8 a.m., okay? If you need some help. So be willing to use them. Class is almost over. It looks like post is gone. Morton's going to be heading out too, so.
Your conference is now over. Goodbye.
Hey there.
Whoa,
This
whoa, whoa, whoa,
is a
whoa,
home
whoa,
loan
whoa,
app.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
This
I don't want that. Okay. I'm gonna delete that article out of my personal email, so I have to deal with that. So, time's up, guys. Y'all can head out if you need to. Ouch. So, okay, so guys, was this a good peer revision? Did I have everything covered on that I wanted you to fix?
Yes.
That's, okay. That was my goal, okay? Okay. Okay.